This program, Book Club, started as something called Big Talkers. So we would go into like a daycare. We would have our kiddos at up to 3 who are delayed in their language, and then we would have those typical kiddos at the daycare. And we would use the dialogic reading book strategies with these kids and typical kids in like a direct service. Then we would give the parents the book that we read and a little strategy information, and we say, go home and do this. COVID happened, we couldn't go into the daycare anymore, so we ended up jumping on a Zoom call with the families that would take their kids to the daycare for Big Talkers, and we called it Book Club. We were teaching them a book reading strategy that they could use with their kid at another time. Because it was over Zoom, we knew we maybe wouldn't get the engagement from the kids that we wanted, so we always tried to gear it towards being a parent coaching service. It doesn't matter if your kid's not paying attention right now. We're just going to teach you this information, these dialogic reading strategies, and see if you can do them at home with just a little bit of coaching. Historically, they've been used in like classroom settings. So like teachers would use them with students, just like we were doing at the daycare. We would look through books. The point is to have like a teacher and a child interaction where there's conversation flowing about a book. So instead of like passive child listening to somebody reading them a book, it would be a conversation back and forth. So there are some branches of dialogic reading, and one of those is called PEER, so peer strategies, and that's the one that we use in our book club. So it means prompt, evaluate, expand, repeat. And we teach these strategies to a parent so that they can get their kid to talk back to them during a book share.
Can I add?
Yeah.
Just that I remember even as like a kid that my mom would do like story time at the library or whatever, and I distinctly remember her like holding up the book and being like, oh, you guys aren't listening, so I'm not going to finish the book or whatever. And that is the exact opposite of what this is supposed to be doing. Is dialogic reading is really this opportunity to engage with children, and if children aren't interrupting you and they aren't talking and pointing and saying things, then there's something wrong here. Like, what can we do to help the parent do the back and forth or change the book up so that it's something that they can engage with and really be interested in?
And we even know that kids at this age are not super good at like sitting and listening to a book being read to them, right? And even our kids that have delays, they don't want to just sit and listen to this book. They're running around. Engagement is tricky. So more than anything, it really has helped build the parent-child interaction in a book share to just be super positive that they're going back and forth and having a conversation.